Hi, everyone. This is Peggy Rometo, and this is the Weekly Wake Up. So I am traveling once again, guys, and I don't have great internet reception here. So this is what we have. We have an audio recording. So it's really good for us to practice just listening with your voice, with being able to close your eyes, being able to feel or tap into something without the visuals. This will help to strengthen your clairsentience, that part of yourself that is just feeling, that feels information, that feels conversation, and that knows how to navigate things, right? And you can also start to begin to differentiate from your ego and from that divine knower, that part of yourself that just knows. So as I start to have a conversation or dialogue about what's up this week, just notice what feels true to you, what feels off to you. Closing your eyes and listening and noticing, oh, is that for me? Is that for somebody else? It's just a little nuance, a subtle difference that's going to help you to really begin to trust that part of yourself, that the clairsentient aspect that really helps you feel intuitive information, okay? So as always, we begin with taking our clearing and grounding breaths, going into the heart, exhaling, that clearing breath, just letting go, and then just imagining that beautiful white light dropping down into the center of the earth. And then we're going to take 3 breaths up, all the way up from the center of the earth, up to the top of our head, and then exhaling all the way back down to the body, all the way back down to the center of the earth. And with each exhalation, we're exhaling and dropping further or relaxing more into the space. And with each inhale, we're imagining or using our focus to imagine white light coming up through the center of the earth, up through our body, up to the top of the head, and then back down. By imagining white light, we're strengthening our clairvoyance, right? The part of us that can see things. And then when we exhale and we mentally say to ourselves, simply trust, when we mentally say that in our own mind, that then strengthens the clairaudience, that part of ourself that intuitively hears things, okay? So everything that I do is all designed to develop you to be able to trust your intuition. So that's the point, right? And soon, guys, I will be putting out again my Get Dialed In program. If you didn't jump in the first time, we'll be offering it again here in the next month or so. We're still finalizing a few details on our end. And then I'll be starting the playground here in the next few weeks, which is the ability to be able to, once a week, to be able to get on a conference call with me, a Zoom call, and we'll work together your intuition and help you strengthen that aspect of yourself, and we'll work together so you can see me and we can communicate to each other and actually have you more dialed in to be able to trust yourself. Okay, so enough of that. Let's focus on this week. And first of all, let me say Happy Mother's Day to all of you who are mothers out there, and all of you caregivers who maybe aren't mothers but care for children, or for even those of you who are mothering elderly people and you don't have children, but there are people in your life that you mother. So happy Mother's Day to all of you, and sending you love and just joy, and wishing you nothing but a miraculous day. Okay, so let's tune in and see what's available for us this week. So first, let's go ahead and take those 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out, and then we'll begin. So close the eyes. Exhale. Go into the heart. And let's go ahead and then breathe. Okay, so I really like this energy. I'm really seeing sunshine, and I'm seeing just the joy in working, right? And for some of you, maybe you've been impeded by somebody else or by time or inefficiencies. And this week, I just feel like things are opening up, and you have the opportunity to really work on something that brings you joy and happiness. It reminds me of hoeing a garden with the sun out, right? It's just like, oh, this feels so good. I really want to be doing this. And for those of you that don't like that kind of work, whatever it is that you've been resisting, I feel there's some satisfaction for you to be able to receive this week. And part of that is looking for the peace or the tranquility, just that sense of satisfaction that we get in a job well done. Sometimes it's not always fun getting started or having to, throw ourselves into something that is just drudgery. But when you get done, there's that sense of like, oh, thank God it's behind me. So this whole week feels like that. Like we're starting out with like, oh, thank God that's behind me. So I just feel like this is a really productive week and lots of sun. So meaning opportunity, good things, blessings that can come your way. So it's opportunistic. And so at least the first part of the week is what I'm seeing is really good and solid and productive. Okay, so let's see what else is there. Okay, so you're also being asked to notice the rhythm, notice the timing. Notice, how sometimes there's these sayings, no pain, no gain, push yourself. But this week you're being asked to kind of honor the rhythm. You're being asked to notice, should I be pushing or should I be slowing down? Instead of that ego part of ourselves that's always, get in there, do it, no matter what. This is one of those weeks where you're being asked to honor the rhythm that's being presented. So don't run over your own sense of self or your own sense of, wow, I need a break, or I need an hour's nap, or like you're really being asked this week to pay attention to your own rhythm and to honor it and not to be afraid to honor it. So if you honor that rhythm that's being presented, and whether it's, whether you're a farmer and it's the weather that's being presented, right, that's asking you to slow down and to trust, that the crops will get in perfect timing, right? We're all being challenged in one way or another. Or if you're under a deadline and you push, because mistakes can be made when we're stressed. Mistakes can be made when we're going, too many hours in a day. So you're just being asked to honor the flow within yourself. And sometimes, doing that flow can just be, it can be a matter of, instead of taking an hour's break, it can be, oh, I only need a 10-minute nap, right? So very interesting ability for us to be able to navigate our own energy, and in doing so to trust that. So isn't that interesting that my neighbor just started mowing my parents' lawn? So it's like that, right? So it's like honoring and noticing when to ebb and when to flow. Okay, so let's move on and see what else is available for us this week. So towards the end of the week, they're showing me energy coming in. If you were experiencing a drought, healing, opportunity, prosperity towards the end of the week, some of you may get, if you were waiting on money might come in. If you're waiting on an opportunity, the opportunity might show up. If you're looking for healing or sustenance, it's all right there. So they're showing me this bounty coming in at the end of the week, especially like Friday, and just blessings. It just feels like blessings coming in, and to be able to be in the flow of those. So you're sharing the blessings. So whatever it is you're receiving, and whether, it's a download for yourself or inspiration for yourself, that when you then become be the change, right? As they say, when you become that change, you then influence everybody else. It's receiving and then you share, and then that influences the people in your lives, and then you create this ripple effect. So we all have this opportunity to receive and create a ripple effect at the end of the week that can really bring in abundance and sustenance for other people in our lives. And it could just be that you influence people with your smile or your presence or your quietness, the solitude, the peace, right? Or your joy or your influence. So there's something that you receive at the end of the week that just really fills you up, that then allows you to be able to bring that to other people. So look for that at the end of the week. Can you guys feel the energy as I talk about this? It feels like it's buoyant. It comes in like towards the bottom of your body, and you can feel it rising up, right? So just notice, am I noticing any tingling sensations? Am I noticing any flow coming into the body? And then for some of you, you may notice a little bit of constriction around the mid-back. And a lot of times that's our own resistance to, okay, what do I have to do? What's that mean? Does that mean I have to give up control? Is it, so we get into these dialogues and conversations that create tension in our body, and it stops the flow of feeling. We always want to be in the flow of feelings because that's life, right? The more we can be in the flow of feeling, the more we can experience life, the stronger our intuition becomes. And it's that. So the good times and the bad times, the more that we can just be in the presence of our feelings allows us to be carried through with the intuition behind it. So just knowing that there's this beautiful energy coming in at the end of the week that is abundant and nurturing, and that it's going to allow you to share more and give more with others. And if you can relax into it, relax into that sensation, relax into that feeling, we'll have more to give and more to share. The only other thing I want to say around that is that we all have that capacity to be able to receive and to be able to give. And sometimes for those of you who are really givers, it's hard to receive, but you need to know that by receiving, it actually allows you to get to your next level of giving. So just keep that in mind for all of you guys who find it hard to receive. There's a point to it. You get filled up, and then you're able to give it back to everybody else. Okay, so let me see if there's any last words here before clearly I'm meant to relinquish control here. So let's see here. Okay, so there's never any accidents, right? So we always want to work with what is being presented, right? So the ebb and the flow. So I'm being presented with a lawnmower and noise, right? So we honor the ebb and the flow. We don't stop it. We work with it. So whatever is going to come in your week that's going to be friction, right? That's going to create tension. That's going to create why is that happening? Work with it. Work with whatever shows up in your life. Accept it. Honor it. Don't get frustrated. Don't start over. It's there for a reason. It's life, right? Just experience it. Enjoy it. Take it in. Celebrate it. Honor it. And be grateful. Like I'm thankful that that my parents don't have to mow their lawn. Like it's a blessing that they have a good neighbor who does it for them. So you want to be able to honor what you have and what's being done around you, even though it may not in this moment be easy for you guys to hear me, but it serves its purpose, right? And so that's the point of this week, is there will be things this week that will come up that are going to stop us from what we think how things should look or how things should be. And what we're being asked to do is to work with it, honor it, stay in the flow, and it will all work out. So, all right, you guys, sending you all love. Again, happy Mother's Day to all of you. Nothing but blessings. And I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you again next week. And thank you again for sharing and liking and commenting below my weekly wake-ups. And I hope that you guys have just continue to experience your own beauty and your divine connection because it's there. And if you listen, it will deepen and you'll be guided. So lots of love to everybody. Have a great week. I'll see you again next week.